they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. 3rd down, here's Geis. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's going to get it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The kick by Carlson is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, and this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Smith. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Right side caught by Jackson. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 22.
Jameis now on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we... Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. Doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Buzz right now, they know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Winston out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To the air again with Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Winston now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. The give is to Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey,
They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 5 on 50.
Second down, Winston. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. Sonny.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Hey, let's get it to work.
Jameis now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Ready. Flat 22.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers around the NFL 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And it's the Jaguars that have scored to grab the lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Smith again. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. To throw, Winston. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, I want to pick. Ready. Blue ready.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Ready. Blue ready. Check three. Screen, triple C. Hey, 5-0. Blaze up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's go. Let's convert.
Winston now from the 50. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Kendricks, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Sonic. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's that? Where's that?
Jameis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, gun. Orange. Block.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
That's what I'm talking about. Sex all day, baby.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch number 29. Lead. You don't know no better. There you go, 368.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, even. Screen, triple C. Screen, triple C. Let me go.
They're looking to throw it. 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, even.
A give to Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles,
only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Redskins,